Hello, my people. Hi, hello. I'm gonna say some things that are gonna scare you a lot. Bisexual, pansexual, queer, Jessie Page, who is that? Renee Rapp, Frank Ocean, Halsey. What all those people have in common? They all don't identify as either being a lesbian or just a gay man, but also they don't identify as just being straight. The horror! Hello guys, I missed you. Commentary Jessie is back. She's unlocked. I unlocked her from her cellar. Jessie clone 87641 here reporting. The other clones are doing well, locked inside someone's basement. If you're new, I'm so sorry. Today I just wanted to talk about some content I saw from a TikToker named Libby Mae that was kind of shocking and interesting. Like, girl, your content really intrigued me. I saw other people talking about this person's content. It was basically people talking about how this person is gay and then said that they turned straight because of one man. And I was intrigued. First off, who is this man? Second, do you know how dangerous it is to give one man that much power? To say that man made you straight? No man can have that much power. And do you also know all the other men are gonna think that they can get that power now? I was trying to figure out what the heck was going on in the queer community. So then I went to her actual content and I found some crazy things. I came to some revelations. I did some digging. She has all these posts about how she was on vacation with her mother. She met a guy in Jamaica and she realized she's obsessed with this boyfriend now.
I have been kissing a boy for the past hour at this pool party. I'm in Jamaica with my mum and I think I'm in love with this boy. I'm gay, I'm gay, but I think I'm in love with this boy.
She posts 3 times a day about this boyfriend, like she's in love with him, to a point where she's now straight.
He looks like Matty B and he came over to me. At first I wasn't really having any of it. I ended up telling him I was gay. Now I plan to have babies with him.
She wouldn't even think about dating women again. Like, this man has changed her. Let's pull up some of these TikToks I found because they are intriguing to me. I'm not gonna be able to put the songs that she puts in these TikToks, but in the meantime, I will be using my own songs. Shameless self-promo. You should definitely pre-save Jessie Page songs. Just saying, link in my bio. Press it and you will have the best butt cheeks out there. Yeah, I said it, and I'm a reliable source. Let's start out strong. When your mom, because she's not from America. Wow, Jessie, who could have guessed that? So many thoughts, so much power to put into one man. Do you know how dangerous that is? I will say one of the real parts of this queer experience is the fact that her mom is celebrating the fact that she's with a guy. Maybe this is some deep representation of how bisexual women feel like they have to date the opposite sex and be in a very cisgender, easy to look at relationship because they feel like that's what their parents want. Or maybe I'm looking into it too much and maybe her mom just approves of this boy. This one says, you can't just turn straight because of one boy. You can just turn straight from one boy. I just wanted all my queer followers to know that. Libby thinks so. I know I have these homophobic haters out here, right? I know what you're gonna say. Well, can't people realize they're gay from their first girlfriend and from their first partner? Yes. And no. Here's the thing. What's a more dangerous thing to be spreading around? That maybe falling in love with one woman can make you realize, oh, I've actually been queer this whole time. Or that one boy can turn a queer woman straight. Think about it. How many times do you think queer women are told that they can be turned into something else, specifically lesbian women. Because bisexual women, like myself, unfortunately, just kidding, we're already attracted to more than just women, but think about all of the men that think it's a challenge. This is probably way less of a common occurrence, but I'm sure it happens. But think about all of the straight women that are so obsessed with gay men that they try to make them straight. I'm not denying that does happen because I believe it could. Would you ever go back to girls? This sound is ain't no way. Wow, like imagine being a past girlfriend looking at that. That would feel really good. By the way, this was like 4 days after posting about how much she loves women and girlfriends. I want to say it wasn't just like a, oh, I love women every 10 posts. It was like a flirting with her friends, posting about girlfriends, etc. Like basically every day. I don't know, that seems pretty queer to me. That's a very drastic turn in one day. It wasn't one girl that necessarily made me realize I was queer or bisexual, but say it was. I was not posting about how much I love men every single day, and then I just realized I was bisexual. Not that that isn't valid, it's just very interesting to post about how obsessed you are with women, especially because from the other way around, you can look at it with posting about how much you love men and then suddenly realizing you're queer. You can look at that and be like, well, that person had really bad internalized homophobia. Like, it is the standard for women to feel very tied to their attraction to men, not necessarily their attraction to women. That's normally something you have to work through. You have this internalized homophobia. But also, I will argue, I feel like that internalized homophobia could then make you be like, actually I'm straight now, if it is really bad. But that would be a very severe case. Anyways, I'm trying to give Libby the benefit of the doubt here because who knows? It's definitely harmful to post these things because the idea that lesbian women can just be turned straight from one man, probably not a good thing to be spreading around. Definitely not. Versus it's not really a harmful thing to spread around. Oh, women feel like they need to date men, and then, you know, sometimes it takes the right girl to realize, actually, you were queer. Which one's more harmful? I don't know. Also, I just wanted to throw in a little bonus. Libby, I just want you to know, I think your spray tans are going a little too far. Sorry, I said it. I'm not hating on you, just trying to give you some advice. Feels a little weird. All I'm saying. You can't just meet a boy then decide you're straight. And then she uses the sound. I really don't know why it's such a big deal though. You can't just not like girls at all just because of one boy. I think that's an L. I'm too Gen Z millennial for this. I mean, technically I'm Gen Z. Night, because if it was a good night, I'd have my boyfriend in bed with me right now, cuddling to sleep. She was even talking about marrying this boyfriend. All right, maybe she really found the love of her life, whatever. This is what blew my mind. Absolutely blew my mind. She's done this before with a different guy. Back in August, she said she went to Napa and she found a guy that did the exact same thing to her. I was literally in shock. The exact same TikToks with the exact same captions and everything. Literally in August versus the end of November. That's like not even like 4 months apart. That's crazy. I will match them up on the screen. Remember I showed you guys this one? In August, when the first boy 1, we'll have boy 1 and then boy 2 that came in November that turned her straight. What am I talking about? And then about boy 1, morning, because if it was a good morning, I'd wake up to my boyfriend in bed cuddling me, but instead he's in Napa. What? If I just got in a relationship with someone and they said they wanted to marry me, like they loved me so much, and then I saw that like the same like poetic things they were saying to me were barely changed at all and said about someone else 3 months ago publicly online, I would be really embarrassed. I wouldn't feel very special at all. At all. Libby, I just have questions. Okay. Sorry, I have a cat situation. This is my child. I don't want to assume this because I have no proof of this. It's either she knew she pissed off a community and she was getting good views and good shock value and she was like, I can either just say it happened again, or the second option is this girl is genuinely turning gay or straight every like few months and I feel bad for her. Like, You can identify as bisexual, that's fine. I promise it's fine. You don't have to say that one boy turned you straight. And if it is true, that means she told 2 men that they turned her straight. These men are gonna remember that the rest of their lives. Like, men should not be given that much power. These men literally think they turned a gay girl straight. Do you understand how crazy their egos are now? They're gonna be like Elon Musk after he bought Twitter. Libby, you can't do this. I bet they're great guys. I'm not denying that. Also, this is gonna influence other men, and now they're gonna think that they can turn every lesbian they meet straight. This is where it gets even crazier. In between boy 1 and boy 2, both the boys that turned her straight, where she posted basically the same content about both of them, about how she's no longer gay and these men turned her straight. In between that time, she went back to posting about how obsessed she is with women, and then said another boy made her straight. So it went, obsessed with women, no, one boy turned me straight, love women, one boy turned me straight. What? This is how, like, the most sheltered of boomers think sexuality works, not like a Gen Z person on TikTok. I'm so confused. People can definitely have crises, and obviously people change their labels, blah, 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 like, you know what I mean. People can feel confused, but I've never seen someone just go from flat out gay to flat out straight to flat out gay to flat out straight. I have so many questions. For example, in between the time, boy 2 in November, boy 1 in August, she posts this with her friend. She does this thing where she like flirts with her friends in her TikToks. When I was broken. Which, like, okay, like, I do that too. I can't really say it. I can't really, like, speak on that, fine. But, or who knows? Who knows what their situation is? But anyways, there's this one. When she's a 10 out of 10, a Barbie. It's missing an E, but that's okay. And has a boyfriend. First off, who is attracted to people already in committed relationships? Oh, you know what's, like, so hot? When they just, like, don't commit to you at all. Like, what? What stigma are we throwing around? I can't even like keep up with all of them. It's changing every week and they're not good. None of them are. I'm confused. I'm so confused. And you know what? If I'm confused, I can't imagine how she feels. So I just want people to realize that like they can identify as bisexual, pansexual, you can just use the word queer. There's so many different beautiful options. I'll give you a pamphlet on each. Are people terrified of being bisexual or something? I just want answers. The second she met boy number 2, me hitting the block button on every single girl because I found a boy in Jamaica I'm in love with. It's so drastic. What? 7 days before she turned straight, she just like made out with a girlfriend of hers. What? What is she doing? That's a very intimate kiss with your friend. I feel like I'm like not supposed to be watching this or something. 3 days before she turned straight the first time for a boy, she posted this: when every boy wants her but you get her. That feels pretty gay to me. Like, you seem very happy that every boy wants this girl. Also, didn't you say she has a boyfriend? This girl that you said is a Barbie, didn't she have a boyfriend and that's why you were into her? Here's some TikToks about the situation that I thought were really good. This was the first one I saw. This was the thing that started it all for me. Going down this rabbit hole of like literally what is happening. Libby Mae calling herself a lesbian. I will say I did research. She actually went viral for saying she does not like the word lesbian and she likes the word gay. And then constantly talking about kissing and being in love with men is so problematic for our community and makes the almost daily conversations lesbians have to justify their sexuality even harder. I agree. And you know what? It's not a lesbian talking about kissing men. This is a queer woman talking about the fact that she's turning straight every time she falls in love with these men. I'm so confused. My overall thoughts basically are, listen, I am not judging anyone for being confused about their sexuality. You can literally change your label every month. That does not matter. Every week, if that's how you feel. You could just never have a label you identify with. That's fine. It's just the fact that the way that you word things does have impact. I know, controversial, even if it's the way you feel, it's still harming a whole community of people to keep being like, I love women, I always have a new girlfriend. You know, when she's a 10 out of 10 but has a boyfriend. That's something else in itself. And then to say, nope, I would never talk to girls again. One man just changed it all for me. Which must have not even been true the first time, because then you were posting about liking women again like 2 months later. I'm a confused person. When I feel attraction towards a man, I'm like, does that not make my attraction for women valid? And then also in the same way, I feel the same way when I'm attracted to women or other queer people. I'm like, does this mean I'm not actually bisexual because I haven't dated a man in a while? No, that's not how it works. It doesn't even have to be exactly 50-50. There's bisexual girls that date other women more. There's bisexual girls that date men more. That's fine. Doesn't mean they're not bisexual, doesn't mean they're not pansexual, doesn't mean they're not queer. So, Libby, if you're watching this, it's okay to identify as not just gay or straight. I hope you know that. And if it's for views, can you not? You're like making a whole community look pretty bad. No, thank you. No. Anyways, wishing you the best. Pagers. I've never said that ever, and that's not gonna stay. Please don't repeat that again. Happy Hanukkah, Merry Christmas, Happy Kwanzaa. Let me know what videos you want in the new year. I really want to be more active. I'm sorry I've been so inactive. I'm very active on my Instagram and Twitter, or not Twitter. That was such a lie. That was the biggest lie ever. That was more of a lie than Libby the first time saying one man turned her straight. Too soon. On Instagram and TikTok, that's where I'm active. And Girls Like You comes out January 5th. Set your alarms. Tell everyone in your life to set an alarm, even if they've never heard of me. I'm gonna feature my people on the screen, as well as your posts. I hope you all enjoyed this, and I will see you soon.